Out
Yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah. We're here live. Next Level Show. MC, aka Microphone Criminal, in the building. And tonight we got a couple of special guests. We got Lindo in the building.
Already.
And we got my man on the left here. I always let people introduce themselves on the first one.
My name is Marquis. How y'all doing?
Good.
I mean, and what's up with you, Lindo?
I'm good, man. I'm just living life, man. I'm just high off of life right now.
All right, that's what's up. So I know people are familiar with Lindo. He done been through Next Level Show before. He's no newcomer to the building, but they curious on who my man over here is. So go ahead, introduce yourself. Let them know.
Wait, can I do this? Can I do this?
Go ahead.
Yeah. All right, this is my part because I'm excited about this and announce this to the people, man. Yo, we have the hardest working poet in the building right now, man. He been featured at every major Philadelphia open mic from Word Live Cafe, not Word Live Cafe, Word Flow Family. Sorry. Word Flow.
Voices in Power.
Voices in Power.
Coffee After Dark.
Coffee After Dark. He's about to be featured at Just Words. Yeah. So he's just on the move, man. He's making moves like U-Haul, man. He's mad talented, and he's part of the On Point team right now. So, man, I wish we can drop some bombs right now.
Yeah, I know. That's trademarked already, though.
Yeah, I dig.
Yeah, trademark.
I mean, that's what's up, man. How you feeling? How you feeling about that?
I am feeling great. It's just this path I'm been taking is just really fun. And I'm in it with my friends, you know. So it's like I'm doing it, you know, with people I love to be around, doing the thing I love to do. So it's really good.
That's what's up. How'd you first get into poetry?
All right, so we're gonna take it all the way back. It starts from me being an awkward child. No, we're not gonna do it all the way back into that. But I don't know. I started off writing short stories, and then I met Lindo, our mentor Michelle Myers, and influenced by rap, and it kind of turned from short stories to poems with stories in it, and it kind of sounded rappy at the beginning of it, and it was whack. So we're like never gonna go back to that. You're like never gonna hear one of my first poems from that. Yeah. But
and how old were you when you started dibbling and dabbling in that, into the short stories and all that? Cause you look young now, so if you say
it was in high school, so it was like not too long ago. It was like 5 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, bars. You got bars, son.
Yeah,
bars.
That's what's up. And Lindo, how'd you first run into him?
Yo, I ran into him like he said, man. We just met and we just kept building from there, man. I just recognized the bars, man. He got bars. all day, man. Right, bars over everything.
That's what's up. And we know you doing your thing. You got some stuff on the horizon. Let us know what's been going on with you since the last time you've been here.
Man, I've been just working, man. I've been working really hard, man. I've been just, following this guy and just trying to follow his lead, man. He got this thing, and ever since he told me about it, work like you got a million fans, even if you got one, and that's all I'm doing is working right now. So I've been grinding my music. I got on a few hip-hop blogs in Philadelphia, and I'm working to get on more, and I did a big show last week, and I got a lot of support. The Twitter fam is getting big. The Instagram fam is getting big. Lindo, yes, get at me already.
Okay, so you've been working.
Yeah.
And you got something about to drop soon, right?
No, it's not drop. It's out already, man.
Well, let them know.
It's out already. Dreams Inspired is out already. It's a mixtape of just talking about, my dreams and everything that inspired it back then and that what continues to inspire it. And, for what people been telling me, it's been really good. It got me on 10 hip-hop blogs within the last month, and it got me 8 shows within the last month ever since it dropped. So, the work speaks for itself. And, I don't need to say no more about it. Just listen to it and be the judge of it. You know what I mean?
No doubt. Well, let them know where they can listen to that thing at.
Already. I just did this myself, matter of fact, last week. You can check this out at lindo.net. LindoYes.net. And just click music and you can download it for free.
So you got your own thing going on now.
Yeah,
That's
man.
Official tissue right there.
Man.
Yeah.
It's like a website that links to other websites that's all about him. It's crazy.
Yeah. That's official tissue right there.
Websites over website. Bars over bars over bars. Bars.
So make sure y'all check that out. LindoYes.net.
Yeah, mixtape is called Dream Inspired. It's free. So all I'm asking for you to do is listen, man. There's no harm in that. And I feel confident that you're going to love what you hear. I know that for a fact.
How many tracks you got on there?
I don't want to give away the surprise, but I got 11 tracks on there. But there's some surprise. Yeah. Some
All right,
stuff,
no
when you download it, you going to get a little
gonna see some
surprise.
stuff.
You're going to see some things, some
All right.
Some
on point things. You know what I mean? Some on point.
Make
Yeah.
sure y'all call
Keep it
up
on point.
267-535-3930.
Already.
We want to talk to the gentleman we got in the building right now. So my homie, man, you got anything coming out anytime soon?
I
Everything,
have
man.
a plethora of things.
He got bars. Tell him about the bars, man.
Well, I mean, you know, I do have bars. We're in the middle of owning our own.
He's so cool with it
penitentiary.
too. Like, yeah, you know, I do have bars and stuff like
you know,
that.
we're in the middle of owning our own penitentiary. That's how many bars we got. But no, it's kind of, I'm more so not really focusing on the product aspect of it. I'm focusing on the message of what I'm trying to do. And I've been talking to people to do like mentorships with kids. I'm trying to get into the Philadelphia school system because they're like cutting the arts programs, sports programs. They're laying off assistant principals, counselors. So I'm really trying to get into these schools to help these kids out. So that's what I'm really focused on.
Man, taking one step, leaving footprints of a giant, man. This man right here, Marquis.
I mean, how can people get at you if they want to, you know,
tell
volunteer
him,
some time?
Tell him.
I got a Twitter, right?
Twitter.
My Twitter is Marquis TST, as in the storyteller. MARQUISTST.
Already.
And I just got me an Instagram because I just copped up on my new phone.
On new phone. Making moves.
That's the big boy John?
Big boy John. Rising.
Already.
Bars. Anyway.
We just
and my
fun.
Instagram is the same as my Twitter. And I just got this Instagram, so it's kind of like a fresh new Instagram. So if y'all want to y'all want to follow me on Instagram because it's kind of lonely, y'all can do that.
Yeah, man.
We're going to go ahead and hit them off with the first track of the night. This is $1 Million Dreams. Anything you want to say about this?
Man, this is off of Dreams Inspired. And basically it's talking about everything that, you know, coming from something to nothing and that ambition, man, just working every day really, really hard and making moves like a U-Haul and everything it comes to be an artist, to be a person in life and just, you know, achieve your goals, man. You dig?
Yeah, we're back. Next level show. We in the building.
Already.
Know what I mean? So you said you had to make some word switcheroos?
Yeah. You know, shout out to my Word Flow family. Forgive me, man. You know, blame my mind, not my heart. My heart was in the right place. But I want to give y'all a big shout out. I know I messed up the name earlier. But you know what I mean? It's all love. It's all love.
That's what's up. They'll forgive you. It's all good. We'll call up 2675-353930. Real quick, I just want to take a sidetrack. When 4-pointers coming out?
3-pointers, man. 3-pointers.
I mean, I know it was 3-pointer, but you know the next one.
Yeah.
You gotta,
I see what you did.
I see what you did. But actually, man, I hope Black Cancer ain't gonna be mad at me about announcing this. But actually, the next one is gonna be called Half Court. Court, and we actually working on that right now as we speak, man. We've been we had a studio session last week to start working out the material. We had a couple of meetings and sit down on the concept, so it's moving, man. Everything's on go. Everything
that was
got the green
exclusive
light.
News that we just heard here first.
Right here, man. Right, next level show. We taking it to the next level.
Exclusive.
On point.
On point.
Yeah, definitely.
Word.
Know what I mean? So y'all been getting in the studio a lot lately. Y'all been doing y'all thing. How's these tracks coming out?
Coming out good, man. From what you hear tonight, I mean, I hope I'm, you know, being modest when I say that when they being good, because you know we trying to do great things for that, and that's our aim is greatness. You know, they say the sky's limit, but we going further than that, man. We already feeling like astronauts out here.
All right, that's what's up. So y'all traveling different planetary, you know, masses over there.
Yeah, we just trying to reach the people, man. You know, we working at, you know, one person at a time, one show at a time, and just keep it moving, man. You know, like, you know how some people got a mentality like, oh, this is going to be a small show, or this is going to be a big show. No matter what, we always treating it like it's our all, and we give everything, even if we don't have nothing, man. We can feel tired because we had a studio session last night, or we was up all night promoting, but we still giving our everything to everything we do, man, all the time, every day. You know what I mean? As
you should. That's that hunger. That's what that sound like to me.
Man, you know, I went from hunger. I went from hunger to just being a starving artist. I'm out here, man. I'm out here getting it, man. I'm out here. I'm out here.
We out here. Right around,
man. Man, you know how some people, say like, oh, she's a gold digger, right? right now we out here being gold diggers. You know, we got goals in minds and we digging for them, man. We working out here hard with them. Like,
I like
gold
that.
diggers. I like that.
Gold
I like
diggers,
that.
man. You know, that's and that's what $1 Million Dreams about, and that's what my whole project about in different levels. Just out here, really coming from this hunger to this starving artist, because you know you got to do it by any means necessary, man.
Cool. How long did it take you to put that project together from start to finish? Would you say?
You know, it took me a course of a year. There was some downtime to just really get it, you know, right together. But it took me a course of a year, man.
Right.
That whole project right there.
Do you ever find yourself running into like walls where, or phases where you just ain't motivated? Like, you know, stuff might not be moving as fast as you would like, and you kind of fall into a slump. You
know, man, the thing you learn about patience is, man, they got this saying that pressure busts pipes, but pressure can also make a diamond. But that diamond comes after time. Time of that pressure and time. So, you know, part of this game when you're doing music is hurry up and wait. Like, I need this record, but we gotta work this record right. So we gotta wait to do some things. So you gotta move with it and ride your wave, because you don't know which one's gonna be the big wave or which one's gonna be the small wave, but you gotta ride them all and surf them. Like, you know what I mean? So in this project, you know, even if the artistic side of it was like, all right, you know, not tonight, I can't be in the studio. I was working on a business. I was working on this project. I was building with people. It was always things I was doing artistically to keep me inspired. So it was never no downtime.
It wasn't
man.
No idle time. All right,
no. We are idle time is the killer of dreams, man. I'm not about that life.
I hear that.
Keeping them
real
dreams
quick.
alive.
It's funny that we brought that up, but real quick. Earlier today, somebody was like, "Man, you look idle right now," and I was like, "But my mind working."
Yeah,
I mean,
clockwork, man. Always.
There is no idle time.
Word to the passion.
I mean, definitely, man. How about you? Do you ever find yourself getting like writer's block, or just finding yourself, you know, down on the times at all?
That I kind of have writer's block all the time. I gotta explain.
What you
that.
mean by
it's like I can't write when I want to write. I write when I feel as though I need to, I should say, because like the way I write, lines just come to me, and then I take it from there. So if I'm trying too hard, if I say like, oh, I want to write about this topic, there's a good chance if I write something at all, I'm just not gonna like it. But when I just stop and I don't think about it and I let the lines come to me, then it'll flow that way.
So it's a natural. You need yours naturally. It's not like on demand.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And
like we ain't breaking out papers right now. Like, yo, I want you to put 16 on.
Exactly. That's why I couldn't do the poetry month challenge, like the poem a day. I couldn't do that because it's like I'd like get through one poem and be like, all right, I'm stuck.
Man.
I mean, so are y'all guys critical of each other's work? Like, you know, do y'all ever hear something and you be like, you know, you might want to say this line a little different or something like that?
Critical of everything. I don't like nothing. I don't like nothing. No, it's just you gotta listen to everything. Like, you just gotta have to take everything in. You can't just let something go because, you know, that's your man, or you know,
Right.
y'all cool. You just gotta listen to everything because, you know, you want it to come across the way it needs to come across.
Right. Definitely.
I mean, like we said earlier, man, our aim is greatness. So we don't settle for good, you know. So we don't let nothing go past and we feel as though it's okay or it's good. We always pushing each other to go even further, man, because we've gone so far. We did so many things in the last couple of times. Last time we spoke, whole On Point Inc. right now is just looking good. We all booked for shows. We all making moves. We all diversifying our brand and just representing right now, man. I mean, we went so hard in the last month. We got my video because we was working it so hard on I Live Hip Hop, you know, which is one of the biggest Facebook hip hop groups on right now, and that's because we was telling people about it. We was getting all the retweets and stuff like that. So we always pushing for greatness. We always working records, and we always, you know, keeping the move. I mean, because these people right here that, you know, when I talk about On Point Inc., I'm talking about Black Cancer, I'm talking about Alicia, I'm talking about Steve Maker, I'm talking about, you know, Marquis, who just joined us recently, man. When we do stuff, we sit down, we talk about it, and we break down on every level on how it could work for us. So these people right here, my biggest critics, my biggest fans, and my biggest supporter, and that work likewise. You know what I'm saying? So as a fan, we might say something to each other like, I like that record because it made me vibe like this, or sometimes we might say something to each other as an artist like, maybe if you put this double entendre, put it here, put it there, or this pun right there, or that record would sound good if the mix was like this or something like that. And you know, other times we real with each other. Sometimes we be like, yo, that's not the move to make. That sounded a little, you know what I mean? You gotta prove on that, make it work, make it do what it do. You know what I mean?
All
So
right, no doubt.
We always moving.
I feel that. How hard is it to keep a squad together, you know, these days? Because, you know, what is it, about four? It's about 5 of y'all now?
I mean, we all moving in our different ways, and we just be supportive in any, you know, aspect of that. You know, like, you know, Marquis got the bands popping right now. He popping bands right now. It's popping bands. So, we, you know, we moving that. We moving that. We helping them support that and moving that. You know, Alicia got the books moving right now. The books of poetry moving right now. Black Cancer just is about to drop a music video that's going to be real dope. We was at the set helping him, you know, get his director bag on and stuff like that. So we support each other individually, and we come to group to figure out how we going to support each other.
Okay.
And we come to group as, you know, collective too, man. You know, like I work with Marquis, and, you know, we work on art and all that great stuff, man.
And it helps when you actually like each other. It helps to be friends, because, you know, how many of us have them? Friends.
Yeah, true that.
You know?
Not many. You got any other videos from this project coming out anytime soon? Or
yeah, I actually like, I work hard. All my videos have been recorded and all that good stuff. You know, we just work making the music make sense and working out everything else to drop it. But I'm actually gonna drop High Off of Life, which is off of Dream Inspired, this Friday. This Friday is finally gonna drop, man. It's looking really smooth.
So next Friday?
No, this Friday.
No, this Friday. This Friday.
2 weeks from now.
No, this Friday.
Right, this Friday. Whatever this Friday is, it's gonna be that Friday.
Right,
and you know, shout out to the people that supported me and people that tweeted me and messaged me, because I was supposed to drop it last Friday, but you know, I had to put that work in and make it right and make it make sense. So, you know, this Friday is dropping.
That's the 7th.
Yep, the 7th, man. And yo,
June 7th. Make sure y'all tuned into lindoyes.net.
.net. You can check it out. Just hit, you know, you can check it out. Hit videos on that, and it pops up right there. And you know what? Let me give a shameless plug, man. I got a show this Wednesday. It's only $7 to get in at the door. That's nothing, man. That's nothing. You know, and I'm planning on doing a really, really dope set, man. I got a lot of special people stepping through. I got a lot of people stepping through, man. And I want everybody to come out to this show, because we're going to do some things, man. When I tell you, man, I don't tell you to come out to shows unless I plan on entertaining, and you're going to have a lot of fun. So please come out Wednesday. It's at the Legendary Dial, which is like 4th, I think as a matter of fact, 3rd and South Street. It's only $7 to get in, man. Just tell them that you did for Lindo, and I got you, man. It's only $7. You dig?
All right, that's what time you say it start?
Oh, it starts at 8:30. Matter of fact, I didn't say. Thank you for looking out for me, man.
Doubt.
It's 8:30, man. So it was on that good work people time. So go ahead, go home, and do whatever you gotta do, you know, and come to my show, man. Cause yo, my last show, we did everything and more except dive into the crowd, and the people was mad at me.
They would have caught you. They would have caught you.
Yeah, they was mad at me. I didn't dive in the crowd, so you know.
You got a little nervous.
You know what? I was in the moment, man, and you know, I was just like, yo, I'm just rocking with people. I was, you know what I mean? I was doing some things.
Have you ever done that before?
No, but I'm gonna do. I feel as though this show, I might do some things.
Make sure they cool though, because you know we in Philly.
No,
you know what I mean?
No, you know what? Even though we in Philly, the love is all the same. The people are all the same, and yo, people say a lot of bad things about Philly, but I love my city. My city been coming out for me, man. I had 20 some people and more, you know, say every single one of my lyrics when I had my release party joint ski last 2 weeks ago, man. And it was so much love, because the mixtape wasn't out yet, but I pushed the song, and everybody was, you know, so in tune with it, man. It was good to hear people, you know, say, you know, How for Life and all those other things, $1 Million Dreams and stuff like that. So it was fun, man.
No doubt. And let people know how long you've been doing your thing for. Like, when you get into your...
I've been getting into this for life, man. I'm a lifer, man. You know how people go in, and it, you know, when they about to do that bid, they go in and like, this is for life. I ain't never gonna see a day out. That's how it is. It's always grinding.
Wait, that was serious.
Yeah,
that was serious.
Man,
no, because you know this is how I feel, man. As long as I've been a creative person, I've been working on, you know, pushing my craft and and putting an oppression on people. You know, so imagine was trying to figure out how to talk. So, you know, when I was making those baby steps, trying to, you know, leave steps of a giant, you know, I've been working, you know, I've been always working, man. I'm just, hopefully I live like Mike and just leave, you know, footprints on the moon, man. And, you know, with that moonwalk, he was doing some things. And
Right.
I'm just trying to do the same thing for my city, for the people I love, and the people that been out here supporting me, man. Because when I did that show, I realized how everything people been saying about my city been wrong. You know, people say we don't support each other. People have been saying that, you know, Philly is going through some things right now, but no, Philly been doing some things, you know, and we've been working through those things. You know, when you see everybody come out, even people that knew last minute, where I was like, damn, I mean, dang, I'm sorry I didn't call you and stuff like that. Be like, no, I got you. That's my city.
No, you got your people that's going to support though, but you know,
because sometimes
Philly's still crazy.
You know, because sometimes
I love my city too though. I ain't trying to make it seem like I don't mess with Philly just because I ain't an Eagles fan and nothing like that.
No,
I ain't trying to make it seem like that.
That's a really nice sign. I like that.
I'm just saying
you know,
that.
but you got some artists that, you know, feel some other ways, or people going through some things where, you know what I mean. But it's you just gotta work for it. You got put in that work and work everything else out. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
Be a gold digger. You know what I mean?
No doubt. Well, we're gonna get into some gold digging right now. This is the track featuring both of y'all. Go ahead. I want to hear both of y'all say something about this.
Oh man.
Who want to go? One of y'all can go now, and then the other one to go after the song go off.
You want me to do it? You want me to do it, man?
Yeah, you started off. I'm kind of nervous. This is my first interview. I'm breaking my interview cherry. So yeah.
Marquis is too humble, man. You know, he was saying earlier that, you know, sometimes it comes to him, and that's when he writes. But it's always coming to him because he's always inspiring other people, and he's always inspired by other people and everything they're doing. So this record is just talking, telling a story, man. This is what Marquis is good at, telling stories and telling us, you know, everything that you've been thinking about, but you couldn't find the words to say. This dude does it so well, and I was just honored to, you know, be on this record with him to help him out with this story and just tell this wonderful story. So we about to drop a banger right here. It's a little bit of spoken words, so, you know, you gotta switch up your pace of hearing for a minute, but it's gonna be everything and more, because at the end of the day, it's bars over everything. You dig? On Point Inc. Keeping it on point.
Here we go. Yeah, we're back on the Next Level show. It's MC, aka Microphone Criminal.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
Microphone Criminal. We do it. MC.
And my homie Lindo, he had like he thought he ain't know what I was doing. Talking about, do we got enough time on the song? I'm like,
pardon me, man. I forgot. This dude do what he do. This dude do what he do.
That's what's up. Make sure y'all call up 2675-35-3930. Let's get these lines buzzing.
Already.
Stuff while we in the building. So they just got a chance to listen to the track, the collabo, all crazy. You said you was going to go ahead and give us your insight on it. Yeah, we don't forget. We don't forget stuff.
We don't forget. Nah, we don't forget. I try to make people forget. My hypnotism is, you know, a little off, but it's all good. Yeah, the track is basically, you know, it's telling the story of how people look outward for the answers to who they are instead of looking inward, and how they try to bars, and you know, how sometimes they think they need to hide who they really are to appeal to the world, when all they really need to appeal to is themselves.
You know, like we are all blessings in disguise, and you know, sometimes we gotta unmask that, but we gotta first realize that we wearing a mask sometimes. And that's all that song is about, you know what I mean? Bars. On Point Inc. Hashtag that.
So it's about taking that mask off and being yourself.
Word.
Yes. Indubitably.
No doubt. So are y'all gonna come out with like some sort of collab CD? Or what's up with the On Point Inc. compilation mix? You know what I mean?
We got some things in the work, man. We working.
Exclusives, aren't it?
Oh man, look, I can't let everything out the bag. We work. You know what I mean?
Y'all working though. You can let.
Yeah, we working. We working. We making some moves. Matter of fact, man. You love that record. You love that spoken word you just heard. Marquis got a show coming up June 16th, right? 15. Pardon me,
Yes.
man. You know, sometimes we ahead of our time, ahead of our game. But it's June 15th, right? Tell them about
June
it.
15th. I'm actually going to be one of the features in a very, very dope show called Poetic Vibes. And it's gonna be great. It's gonna be me, 2 other poets, El Vintage and LaShawn Waters. Hosted by Crucial. You guys may know Crucial. You know,
legendary stuff, man. And go ahead.
You know, with DJ Unbreakable. So you know, it's all good. It's gonna be a really dope show. It's gonna be a real dope show. It's gonna be at the Arts Garage. I know y'all know what the Arts Garage is.
Oh yeah.
If
they gotta know that.
It's 1533 Ridge Avenue. It's $10 advance if you like buy your tickets in advance. 15 at the door. But I'm telling you, it's gonna be a dope show. I have personally, I don't get hype about a lot of stuff. But my set I got for this show, y'all gonna be like, yo, and I'm gonna be like, yo, and we gonna be like, yo. So yeah. So LaShawn, she's my crush, and yeah, I always embarrass her.
She got bars,
and I always embarrass her in life. I put her on the spot last time I saw her, but and I'm doing right now, LaShawn Waters, go find her on Facebook and tell her I told you that. But yeah, so it's gonna be a really good show, and there's also gonna be an artist coming in from France.
Yeah, we doing international things on Point Inc.
That's gonna be.
I was hoping you say that, man, because he's opening up for international artists, man. You don't understand how hard you have to work to get in places like that, man.
That's major.
You know.
That's major. That mean them publishing checks is about to start coming soon.
But on point. We keeping it on point, man.
Yeah, on point. You know.
Yeah. Keeping it on
All right,
point.
no doubt, man. Let people know the importance of having a business mind to go along with the artistry. That question is always charged because I've been asked that a couple of times. You gotta figure out what you doing it for. If you doing it for a means for you to live your life as well, meaning it pays your rent, it gets you those sneakers, it pays the water bill and stuff, then you have to think about the business. And the business, you have to be business mindset about that. And you have to separate that from your art, where your art can be a very personal thing, but the business of that is quite different. Business is worried about duplicating success and making profit over that. You know what I'm saying? So, and also you gotta learn, man, it's so much stuff out here that you can read from all the hip-hop blogs, from people that been in the game for a minute, from the marketing books. So school yourself from that. And also, at the end of the day, no matter what, art over everything, because that's what's going to get you in the door, and that's going to keep you moving no matter what. But figure out what you're trying to do it for. But if you're trying to do it for the art every day, all day, man, have fun, man, and let that be you, man. And don't let nothing take that away from you. But if you're trying to make this a means, make sure they go hand in hand, like your left and your right, man. Now, real quick, I'm digging what you're saying, and definitely it's all about the art. But what about the folks who might not be as talented, but all they mostly do is just push the music so much that eventually they wind up getting that big recognition.
That's
all
great.
Gold everything and stuff like that. So what I'm saying is, what about that? They say that in this day and age, you don't necessarily have to have talent to blow. It's about how you push it.
That always been a game, because you got to understand, it's not music that we in music business.
But you said art over everything, though.
Art over everything, because at the end of the day, the people that get talked the best of, and the people that get admired, the people that get people inspired to move things, it is the art that's doing that. But also the business allows those platforms and allow things, but sometimes the art does things that's undefined, the untangible things that you can't get from anywhere else. And then no matter how much money is putting in your pocket or how much money you getting, the art is doing things that you just can't get. No Grammy award is going to fulfill when you get that person telling me like, yo, I was going through a bad time, but the record you put out, that poem that you did, that piece of art that you drew, that thing that you said touched me, and now I'm doing some things with my life, or I'm feeling better about my days. Those are the Grammys that we win every day. Those are the unsung heroes, man, that we know about, we listen to, and those people that got the art moving for them are doing great things. So it's art over everything, because those are the moments you want. over everything, because those are the moments that are going to keep you up every time you feel down, and it's going to keep you moving. But to answer your question, man, how I feel about, you know, people that may not be as talented but they move in the business, I look at it like this: discipline wins over talent every day. You have people that's talented but not punctual. They late for studio sessions. They not showing up time for this. They not showing up for shows for this. But you have someone that's not quite as talented from them, but they so punctual. They on time for this. They doing this. They making sure they professional about their business, and they get that good time slot. They get that first look over someone else. So, you know, I think there has to be a balance with things, everything. So you have to have your art match your business mind and everything else like that. But realize at the end of the day, discipline is going to outweigh talent every day if you don't have that mindset of being professional, making moves, and, you know, reaching people. I mean, Will Smith said it the best, man. Will Smith said this early on in his career, man, there was many rappers in Philly that was better than me, you know? But there wasn't many rappers that was going out at it like I was going out at it and being on my grind about it. Showing up to every house party, treating it like it was a big show no matter what. Because you got some talented people, but then they have a nonchalant attitude when it's like, there's only 5 people in this crowd. Well, rock out with those 5 people, man. You never know what that look might be, and you never know. You need to always sharpen your sword, man, no matter what. You need to always be in that blaze of glory. And, you know, that's something I learned from Will Smith, man. I remember when he said that, and I'm like, man, that makes so much sense. Because, you know, we get mad at, like, a Trinidad James, but when we look at Trinidad James as far as, like, the business side of everything like that and the discipline he had about those games.
He just rocked out the Trinidad.
You know, emailing people and being punctual about things, man, he made some move. Maybe you can argue the music might not be the best or whatever, you know, your feelings of that's subjective. But the business of it and, you know, taking that good money he was making from his boutique that he started a small business and he invested that in his career. Man, we got people out here that buy $75 worth of socks and whatever to look the sharpest, or, you know, $300 pair of Jordans, but then don't get a studio session. Right. You know what I'm saying? So where your business at? You know, so, I mean,
that's why I was asking you. No, I feel you, but that's why I was asking you that, because, you know, these days you got.
And then it's so easy because we live in an era where everything's accessible and things are more affordable, where you don't need the label so much. All you need is a good internet connection. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you
true
know?
that. True that. You want to add anything to that, sir?
Fios. No, he's
endorsement on Point Inc.
Yeah,
you need that Fios right now.
He's definitely right. It's about how you market it, how you market yourself. If, like he said, if you're just gonna sit there and say, no, why ain't I getting no radio play? Why my stuff ain't out there? And all you do is, you know, sit around, you know,
and just complain.
You know, make sure you look nice, but don't invest in your sound, don't invest in your art. Then, you know, you're gonna get what you pay for.
And that's coming from Marquis, man. You know, he's dropping gems here, and y'all need to pick up on these jewels, man, because this is the hardest working poet I met, and that's why he down with us. He been featured at every spot, and he been just grinding this out for the last couple months, and he accomplished some things that poets been working on for the last couple years, man. He's about to be featured at Just Words. He's been featured at Word Flow Cafe. He been featured at VIP. He been featured at every single hot spot you talking about as far as spoken word in Philadelphia city, and he's going to Delaware with it. He's going to New Jersey with it, man. He's working on these Delaware shows.
So you the man is what I'm basically getting from him.
No,
you kind of like the man right now.
He's trying to make it seem like I'm just like this.
No,
I'm lazy.
Yo, this dude grinds, man. You know, he set on a mission, man. He set on $1 million
he about to flip
dream.
The table over there.
No, because you don't understand that. Like, there's people that may feel as though they talented and stuff like that, and that's subjective. You know, we can argue that all day, but then they not working as hard, and this man is working hard, and he's talented. So we seeing that balance here, man. And I don't say this to say this. I'm saying this because this dude is making some things and making some moves, and you need to come out June 15th to see why this is all working out for him.
There we go. Well, before Lindo starts smashing the studio to this, I'm going to get into the next track. This is Helping Smile. You ain't going to tell me he don't work. You ain't going to tell me that.
Man, we out here. You know, working like we got 1 million fans, even if we got one, man.
I hear that, man.
It's about the grind right now and keeping it on point.
So people can find all the sites that your music is on if they go to the lindoyes.net.
Lindoyes.net, and that's spelled Lindo. Yes, like I agree and I accept who I am.net. Like we got a network and we working with it. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
And right now they can find you up on the Twitter.
You can find me on Twitter. Yeah, that's about it. That's where I'm most active right now. You know, just like every so often I'm on Twitter.
Twitter
trying to drop,
big, man.
drop
The
some
Instagram going on too.
Yeah, just
Oh, yeah,
got the
that's
Instagram
right.
popping. Like
Yeah.
we just got it. I need people to follow me. All right, yeah. But
Yeah,
I don't even
man.
have an Instagram yet. Is that how it's following just like Twitter?
Yeah,
Like you follow people.
Yeah.
It's Twitter with pictures.
That's it,
All
man. Keep it moving.
Nah, man, you got your Instagram going
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah,
right?
yeah. I got everything, man.
You're like
It's
a photographer though, right? Let
I
people
mean,
know.
yeah, I do
He's
everything.
not. No. He's not like a photographer. He is. This is what he does.
Let people know.
All right.
I mean, I do photographer. I mean, I do photographer.
photographer,
Pause.
yes.
I did do some.
Yeah,
Pause.
yeah. Major,
All right.
major pause.
No
in the
female
building.
photographers out there that, you know what I mean,
All
but we
right.
ain't gonna put them out there.
It's a nice bag.
Yo, that
Like,
was
can I
the
get
moment
last
of the
20
day.
seconds of my life back, please.
That was the moment of the day. Yeah, I'm a photographer. I'm a studio engineer. You know, I do some things, man. I'm just trying to work my art and let my art work and let it be out there for the people. So, you know, I work for this wonderful organization called Afrofuturist Affair and Apiary Magazine, where I'm a spoken word editor at, and that's where, you know, they allow me to be a photographer. So I do a lot of sci-fi photography. I work with a lot of other artists with their mixtape covers and song covers and all that stuff. So I got the work, and I do everything that's On Point Inc. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we talking about when we work together and stuff like that. Like I did Alicia's book cover. I did some photos for Marquis and stuff like that. And, you know, and I work, man. I just work my art and let it work. You know what I mean?
You just doing everything. You all over the spectrum.
Yeah, man. I just, you know, I was talking about this with Cancer the other day, man. Shout out to Black Cancer.
Definitely shout out Black Cancer.
Yeah.
Whatever camera's looking at me. All right.
You know, I was just trying to make the world accessible to me. And ever since I heard Will Smith say that, you know, it's about the discipline. I was trying to make myself disciplined in all these crafts so I can have the sound that I want, have people hear it how I wanted to hear it, people see it how I want to see it. And that's how I've been doing it, setting that standard for myself and going above and beyond to reach that standard and go even further than that. You know, it's about that, man. I think, you know, 50 Cent got that
mentality.
Yeah, man. It's all good, man. We in the home of the hustlers, the go-getters, and, you know, the big players, man.
And now we got gold diggers.
Gold diggers, that's right, man. Hashtag that, man. Hashtag
We're
that.
gonna copyright that.
Yeah, you might want to grab that.
We're gonna, you guys can't.
So we got Firm Believer. We got Fall for Your Type. Which one would you rather get into right about now?
You know, Fall for Your Type, because we were just talking about, you know, some female photographers and all that stuff like that. And, you know, this song is special to me because this was actually one of the first songs I recorded for Dreams Inspired, and it's on Dream Inspired, and you can download it at lindoyes.net. Make sure you get all those plugs in. Make sure you know where the work is at. And, you know, basically I'm just talking about how, you know, I love female artists, and I love them not just for their looks, but I love them for the caliber of artists they are, and my admiration for their talent and everything they doing, man. And I just want to talk about that and, you know, put it out there for the people, because I know I wasn't alone about that, man. When you see some female artists do their thing, when they on that mic and they spit that, you know, those lines, or they in their bag doing their photography and they got that nice work on the screen with the Photoshop, or, you know, they are artists in any capacity, I just fall in love with that discipline, that creativity, and that beauty of them as a person and their art. You know what I mean?
You know what I just remembered?
So that was a technical way of saying you like that bot. I'm messing with you.
You know what I just remembered? My poem, Ode to the Best Female Poet.
Yeah,
you remember that?
Yeah.
The complete opposite of everything we were talking about.
You said you was about to spit that?
No.
Oh,
we're
this
not.
dude got bars.
We
Is
are
that
not
what you
about to
had?
spit that poem because
alright.
that poem is not memorized, and I don't even think it's on my phone.
Oh,
But we
yeah.
got something for people.
We got something later. We
Okay.
got something a little later.
Maybe.
All right, probably after this song.
Yeah.
With these
Here we
dreams
go.
on my mind.
Yeah. And we are back in the building. Got Lindo in the building.
Got
Marquis in the building.
1.8.
Is we ready to do stuff that we ready to do in here?
Ready to do stuff that we ready to do.
About to keep it on point.
We're ready to do it now because we about to be ready to do it.
You ready to sell? Yo, the people ain't ready though. We ready, but the people ain't ready for this. Yo, this is about to go down, man. I don't care what's going on in your life right now, what you surfing the web and doing. Make sure you close all your tabs. Make sure you have this the only one open right now. Cause Marquis is about to do some things that's gonna keep it on point. Make sure you got your internet and all that stuff ready, man. Make sure you don't got nothing going on in the background. You got a good connection right now, and the volume is all the way up. Cause we about to do some on point things right now. You ready? You ready? Are they ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
It's exclusive only for MCTV right now. Right now.
Yeah.
On point.
On point.
Let's go.
This poem's actually not going to be that high. It's called 5 minutes.
Bars.
If I had 5 minutes to go back in time, I used the first 30 seconds to tell myself don't, and tell that young lady that Ho did not show up on her career aptitude test, so go home. Then I'd use the next 3 minutes to break every traffic law to get to you, just to spend another minute saying I love you. Then I spend the last 30 seconds watching us be as this version of me disappears. If I had 5 minutes to go back in time, I'd make sure this poem never existed, because your beautiful bliss is deeper than anything lyrically spoken or written, and I'd rather bask in it as opposed to sitting here for another 5 hours just thinking about my love of being baptized in your kisses. If I had 5 minutes, I'd make sure our forever was secure. Every time I was tempted by whores, I'd drop a picture of you in the peripherals of the untainted me, so he's only thinking about you, because this me has no right to exist, because he took away your ability to trust freely. No, if I had 5 minutes, I'd show him that spending an eternity with you is beyond heavenly. With 5 minutes, I'd take back every excuse I ever gave myself on why loving you wasn't the right one, every moment was the right one to love you in. With 5 minutes, I'd love you enough for 3 lifetimes, because 2 minus 1 equals a downward spiral of bitterness that you don't deserve to experience, because your love is too sweet to be tainted. If I had 5 minutes, I'd make sure we never met. Because if I have to change history in order to keep you, then I probably didn't deserve you in the first place. If I had 5 minutes to save you from this heartache, I would, because maybe Mr. Right was right around the next corner, and I made the turn first and you were left with me. I'm sorry. But I can't turn back time. All I can do is sit here and live with what I've given you, though I wish there was a return policy. And I can't say I'm sorry enough, because Band-Aids can't mend gashes, so I'm just left here with this poem. Wishing for 5 minutes.
Bars, man. That was from Marquis.
Thanks for listening.
Make sure you add them on Twitter, man. We're doing some on point ink, man. We're keeping it on point, man. Marquis, tell them your Twitter, man, real quick for the people, man. They just heard that.
So my Twitter man is, like he said, my Twitter man is it's Marquis TST, MARQUIS TST as in the storyteller. You can also find me on Instagram that exact same way. And I'm really out here. I'm just like, I didn't get a chance to explain these later. I have these wristbands. On one side they say keep creativity alive. On the other side they say aspire to inspire. These are what I live by.
1.8.
To keep your dreams alive. If you know a child that needs to keep that's fighting, people telling them you don't need to live your dreams. Your dreams are just fantasies. Abandon them. No, you let them know that it's okay to dream. It's okay to follow your dreams. So that's what I live by. So that's what I do.
Yeah, man. That's bars, man. And this is what you're gonna get, and even more, June 15th, right? Right, man.
June 15th. That's what you're gonna. It's gonna be. I don't brag, but this is gonna be that work.
That word. It's gonna be on point.
Bars.
Okay. Before we step out, I just want to say some, some things to keep it on point. Every song you heard tonight and the song you about to hear is off of my CD called Dreams Inspired, man, and you're gonna love it, man. And all I'm asking you to do is to listen to it and be a judge of that yourself, man. People have been saying great things about it. They've been viewed by I Save Hip Hop. They've been saying some great things about it, and been on over 10 hip hop blogs over the last month alone, man. And we keeping it working. So just listen to it. It's free. And all I'm asking you is to tell me what you think, good or bad. Hit me up on Twitter at Lindo, Lindo. Yes, like I agree, and I accept who I am. And I got a show this Wednesday at 8:30 at the Legendary Dives, right out for 4th, kind of like 3rd and South Street. Make sure you tell them that you're here for Lindo and you can get in for $7 at the door. Make sure you show up before 9 though. That's the only way I can look out for you. You dig? And I'm doing a wonderful set, man. I'm performing some of the songs we hear tonight. I'm performing some songs you didn't get to hear, but you're gonna love as much. And you know I got so much going on. So make sure you hit me up on Twitter. Make sure you follow my movement because I got shows. I got 8 shows this June, and I got even more shows popping up, and I got more projects on its way to keep it on point.